नमस्कार. जय श्रीकृष्ण. श्रीकृष्ण चैतन्य प्रभु नित्यानंद, श्री अद्वैत गदाधर, श्रीवासदि गौरभक्त वृंदा. Illuminating text 16, text 17 and text 18 of chapter 2, Daksh curses lordship of fourth canto, the creation of the fourth order of Srimad Bhagavatam. Text 16. Tasma unamada nathaya nashta shauchaya dururude dattavat maya sadhavi chodite parameshthina. On the request of Lord Brahma, I handed over my chaste daughter to him, although he is devoid of all cleanliness and his heart is filled with nasty things. It is the duty of parents to hand over their daughters to suitable persons, just befitting their family tradition in cleanliness, gentle behavior, wealth, social position, etc. Daksh was repentant that on the request of Brahma, who was his father, he handed over his daughter to a person who, according to his calculation, was nasty. He was so angry that he did not acknowledge that the request was from his father. Instead, he referred to Brahma as Parameshthi, the supreme teacher in the universe. Because of his temperament of gross anger, he was not even prepared to accept Brahma as his father. In other words, he accused even Brahma of being less intelligent because he had advised Daksh to hand over his beautiful daughter to such a nasty fellow. In anger, one forgets everything, and thus Daksh, in anger, not only accused the great Lord Shiv, but criticized his own father, Lord Brahma, for his not very astute advice that Daksh hand over his daughter to Lord Shiv. Text 17 Maitreya Uvacha Vinindhyaivam sa Girisham Pratipam Vasthitam Daksho Athapa Upasprushyaha Kriddhaha Shaptum Prachakrame. The sage Maitreya continued, thus Daksh, seeing Lord Shiv sitting as if against him, washed his hands and mouth and cursed him in the following words. Text 18 Ayam tu devaya jan Indro pendradi bhirabhavaha sahabhagam na labhatam devaira devagana dhamaha. The demigods are eligible to share in the oblations of sacrifice, but Lord Shiv, who is the lowest of all the demigods, should not have a share. Because of this curse, Shiv was deprived of his share in the oblations of Vedic sacrifices. It was due to the curse of Daksh. Srila Vishwanath Chakravarti comments in this connection that Lord Shiv was saved from the calamity of taking part with other demigods who were all materialistic. Lord Shiv is the greatest devotee of the Supreme Personality of Godhead, and it is not fitting for him to eat or sit with materialistic persons. Thus, the curse of Daksh was indirectly a blessing, for Lord Shiv would not have to eat or sit with other demigods who were too materialistic. There is a practical example set for us by Gaura Kishore Das Babaji Maharaj, who used to sit by the side of a latrine to chant Hare Krishna. Many materialistic persons used to come and bother him and disturb his daily routine of chanting. So, to avoid their company, he used to sit by the side of a latrine where materialistic persons would not come because of the filth and the obnoxious smell. However, Gaur Kishore Das Babaji Maharaj was so great that he was accepted as a spiritual master of such a great personality by his divine grace. Om Vishnu Pad Shri Srimad Bhakti Siddhanta Saraswati Goswami Maharaj. The conclusion is that Lord Shiv behaved in his own way to avoid materialistic persons who might disturb him in his prosecution of devotional service. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare.